So last video in the series, we've covered mind and body, so now we're going on to the spirit. And I think it's important to develop yourself holistically as a human and to look at all of the different areas that make up, what it is to be a human being rather than a human doing. I think that was a phrase that was first coined by Bruce Lee. For me, when it comes to spirit and being spiritual, it gives me a greater sense of purpose. It gives me a greater meaning to my life, that there is something far greater than me and us as humans, and I'm working towards a greater piece of a giant cosmic puzzle. So for me, what happens is when I am working on spirituality and being more spiritual and having a deeper connection with the world, life, God, and that's what I use as a term for myself. Others might use energy, the creator, universe, anything, whatever resonates with you. But when I'm trying to build that deeper connection and understanding and bring more meaning, that then helps with my mindset and my physical body. Because when I'm going through a tough day, and we all have tough days, and I definitely have days that are much, much harder, and then I have the days that are much easier. On those tough days, I like to pray, meditate, bring myself back, refine my center, refocus on my purpose, my reason why am I here in life, what is it that I want to do, and like I've said before, have this burning desire, this passion to really help people, to educate and empower others to become the best version of themselves. So when I hold in my mind and feel within myself that, spirit connects me to that purpose, that then helps with my mindset of bringing myself back into a good state, of being able to get through those difficult times. That then encourages me to move my body and to keep fit and active, and then it keeps going round and round and round in this loop. So for me, that's what I find is really important with it. And my advice to people would be is start with just reading on different things to do with spirituality or faith. It's going to be different for everyone. Everyone is going to have a different sort of a different way of wanting to connect with it and what is going to feel natural to them. So there'll be something that resonates more with you than something else. So for me, for instance, it might be Christianity, and the Bible resonates more with me than it would with someone else, and someone else it might be that the Quran or teachings of Buddha or just maybe something more kind of new age, if I call it new age spiritual side of things. But you've got to go with what works for you. This developing a deeper meaning connection, developing your spirit and the spiritual side will then make you four-dimensional in everything that you're doing. It will bring you a greater sense of meaning and purpose to life. It really reinforces everything. It's kind of like the glue that holds it all together. With that, and you find you develop your faith, that it will teach you a lot about yourself. You'll develop better relationships with people around you, with your friends and family, or your partner, your husband, your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend. You're going to start seeing life from a very different perspective and have deeper meaning to life, and you develop more compassion, and you will just start to see, if we call it, more colours, more depth, more richness to everything that's going on around you. You'll find that you'll deal with life very differently. You'll see things very differently. And as I said before, if you're going to work on yourself as a person, or you want to improve something about yourself, whether it's lose weight, run a marathon, join a yoga class, take up pottery, learn guitar, whatever it might be, if you focus on all of these areas and you holistically develop yourself, you'll become a much stronger version of yourself. So to give an example of how can I translate that into a workable example of how have I used it, because that's the only thing that I think is powerful, is to say, well, what's the first-hand experience of this. when I'm doing races, competitions, ultra endurance events, when it gets difficult, because I've got that connection and that deeper spiritual side, I will go inwards into inner thought and almost like a meditation, a prayer state, to find, why am I doing this event? Why am I running all these miles? Why am I doing this ultra challenge? Whatever it might be. What's my purpose? What's my meaning? Bring back to that. My mind then starts suggestive. Okay, you can do this. We can get through this. It starts to give new vigor and vitality to the body. So even when the hours are clocking on and we're into sort of 20, 30 hours of an event, and that you would expect to be extremely tired and fatigued, and you are, but at the same time your spirit lifts you up and it helps you drive on and drive forwards. And I know that in a lot of things in life, there's little things that you can think of that you can probably relate to, which is, oh yeah, that lifts my spirit, that's boosted my spirit. It's sort of a tongue-in-cheek phrase and saying that gets thrown around, but it's simple things like, if you're really cold and wet and someone brings you a jacket or brings you a hot drink, it lifts your spirit. And when you think of that from a deeper purpose of things, like anything in life, if you can have these things that keep boosting your spirit, they boost your mindset, they boost your body, and that all in all works together and makes you a more fully rounded, holistic human being. So that would be where I'd say, if it's something that you feel you want to look at and you want to work on, I would definitely say start doing some reading, get into it, and just slowly move through the motions of it. And it is something that takes time. It might sound cliched, it is a journey, and it is about that journey, not the destination of, you're not trying to get to the end real quick. You're trying to learn stuff as you go. So just absorb what is useful to you as you go along the way. And like always, like and subscribe to the video, leave comments. I'm always looking for feedback and things that I can do to improve, because for me this is a passion, something that I want to be able to spread awareness and knowledge to people to help empower them to become the best versions of themselves. As I've said before, I am nothing special in a sense of I've just worked really hard and put in a lot of time, dedication, and a lot of studying to be able to do some extraordinary things. But at the end of the day, we're all human, and so we're all special, and we all have those abilities and that actual ability inside to do extraordinary things. You just have to believe in it, and then you will achieve it. It will just take some time and some effort and dedication, but anything is possible when you put your mind to it.